Welcome back to Keystyle Media Podcast. I'm your host, Yev Z. In this episode, I'll be diving in work-life balance and what it means to me.
Welcome to a brand new episode. Keystyle Media Podcast with Yev Z.
First, I would like to say thank you to everyone who's tuning in, who's giving this podcast a chance. As a reminder, I'm not a specialist or expert in any of this. This is just my take, what I do to achieve work-life balance, and the things that I've learned recently. Hopefully that you can take it away, apply them in your life, or maybe if you do have any suggestions on what you do to achieve work-life balance, please DM me, please send me a message. Let's work on this together. We can help each other to be better, to grow better, and just overall to be better for each other. Recently, I was looking for something to listen. I wanted to hear something that I usually don't listen. And I landed on this podcast where the host of the podcast was discussing a work-life balance. And it sounded interesting to me because I've heard that term many times, but I really didn't take time to figure out what it means. So to kind of kick off all of the things that we're going to discuss here today, I wanted to define what work-life balance is. And based on online definition, work-life balance is the amount of time you spend doing your job compared with the amount of time you spend with your family and doing things you enjoy. Based on the information I've gathered from the podcast that I was listening that kind of inspired for me and my family to work towards this work-life balance. Obviously, as adults, we have very full lives and we work a lot of hours. For example, for me and my wife, we sometimes work 12 to 14-hour days where it is impossible for us to spend the same amount of time at home with each other or with our kids. So where work-life balance comes in is my understanding of work-life balance kind of shifted to where obviously I'm not able to achieve, at least currently in the situation that I am in, the exact amount of time to spend at work and with my kids. So we took our spin onto this work-life balance thing and we realized that it's not about how much time we spend, it's about the quality time we spend with each other. And what I mean by this is when we together, we completely unplug from the world and we spend time with each other. We're present. We do things like games, family movies, park, going to pool or going to dinner together. But what we do is we disconnect. As a photographer, most of my work done at home office where I email, I DM, I connect with clients, connect with my current clients, looking for new clients, and also most of the product photography that I do that does not require for me to be on site, it's done right here in my living room. So for me, it's very difficult to disconnect. On the opposite side for my wife, she is working 8 to 5, but also she found a new passion for Pilates and she is going to school to become Pilates instructor. And it takes a lot of her time. So for both of us, like I said before, it's impossible to spend exactly the same amount of time that we work with each other and our kids. So we decided to do few things to achieve work-life balance to where we don't compare the time that we spend with each other, but the quality of the time that we spend with each other. For example, most of the days it's like 85 to 15% where we work and or with home with each other. So we don't even eat dinner sometimes until 8 p.m. is because that's how busy we are. So what we decided to do that on, all days, Monday through Friday, right when we eat dinner from 8 to 10 p.m., this is our quality time. This is our balance at home with family to eat dinner, to do something together, watch a family-friendly movie, maybe play games. And then at 9 o'clock, we put our child to bed. And then from 9 to 10 is when with my wife, we chat about our day. Whatever maybe bothering us, whatever maybe made us feel happy, whatever it is, we connect and talk to each other. And during that time, we do our best to put our phones aside to where we don't hear them, we don't see them, so that way we connect. We connect on a human level to where we pay attention only to each other. We also recently start implementing Friday nights as a kind of a our time to where when my wife gets off work, we put phones aside and we disconnect from the world, and we either go out and eat a dinner with each other, or we just stay home and cook dinner together, or maybe go for a walk, or maybe even go do a little shopping, whatever it is. But we wanted to do it together but disconnect from everyone else, especially social media, and especially any work emails. Anything has to do with work, we do our best to disconnect so that we can present and we can have a quality time together. And on Sundays, we decided to create a family day, unless, of course, I have to be on site working because my job requires me to be there, or other circumstances that does not allow us to be together on Sunday. Other than that, Sunday is a family day where we, four of us, my wife, our kids, we spend it together. Whether we're just sitting on the couch and doing nothing, whether we go to the park and play around, whether we watch movies again, go to dinner, go visit family, whatever we decide to do during Sunday, we also disconnected from the entire world, and we present with each other. Not that disconnect from the world completely, like, forget about us, we don't exist. No, to the sense to where we want to make sure that we present for each other and we not influenced by anything else that's outside of our world, especially work. And let me just tell you how all of this started, right? Our journey to work life balance started over a year ago. I didn't even know what that term meant or the term even existed. But going back about a year ago, me and my wife, we took a trip for her 30th birthday to San Diego. And before we got to San Diego, we decided that we're going to unplug from social media for the entire trip. So during that trip, we realized that unplugging completely from social media was so beneficial to us because we were completely present with each other, and we were able to celebrate her and her birthday and enjoy everything that we planned to the best of our ability without being influenced by anyone around. Just as an example, we were sitting in a restaurant and eating dinner, and people around us, like everybody's texting or scrolling through social media. Instead of that, we were just sitting and enjoying conversation about life, about planning future, and just talking things about life. And it was so enjoyable to where going forward, we realized that any trip that we take, romantic or a family trip, we are going to completely disconnect from all social media during that trip so that we can emerge in live with each other and enjoy the moments, because those moments just last for that moment. The next step, what we did to kind of disconnect from everything around us to be more present in our lives with each other, is we decided to disconnect from social media to the fullest that we can. And what we did is this: Monday through Friday, we only spend 45 minutes on social media. And you're probably wondering, well, how can you do this? Well, with every single phone, there is a setting that you can choose and limit the time you can spend on social media. Not that it's never good, it's not going to allow you to log into social media, period. No, but what it does, it grays out your icon where you no longer see the icon where it's like popping in your face, log in, log in, log in. It kind of grades out, and it's a reminder to you, hey, buddy, you've reached your limit. And on Saturday and Sunday, or I should say Friday night to Monday morning, we don't go on social media at all. And this has been already for like over a year or more that we've been doing it. And what it allows us to do, if you remember, I said that Friday is our like romantic, couple day that me and my wife doing, and Sunday it's a family day. So for those days, we're already completely disconnected from social media. Only thing we need to do is disconnect from the work environment, and guess what? Magic has happened because we're not connected to work, we're not connected to social media, and we're present in each other's lives. This process is magical. It works for us absolutely amazing, and we're going to figure out other ways and other things, what to implement to already the system that works in our lives to be more present, so we can have that quality time with each other, with our kids, with our families, with the things that we like to do with our friends and so on. And this process is amazing. It's a ever evolving process. And I would like to hear from you guys. Write me, DM me, email me. Let me know what you guys may be struggling with, or maybe something that you doing that helps you with work-life balance. I do want to learn more. I do want to hear from you guys as well, because like I said before, we can help each other to achieve an amazing work-life balance to where we all happy, we all, present with our friends and families when it's time to do that. And yeah, with that, I hope you learned something. I hope you heard something that is going to be helpful for you and your life and your family. And with that, until next time.
Thanks for listening to the Keystar Media Podcast.